And now, here's Brett Butler.
Thank you. Hello. Thank you. Good evening, and welcome to TV Laughs at Life. And thank you for that moment, too, because it was always a dream of mine to be on this really tasteful stage in a really tasteful outfit and be mistress of a very tasteful ceremony about laughter and life. It actually was a dream of mine. Well, that and achieving world peace, but I'm saving that for when I enter the Miss Alabama pageant. Thank you very much. Now, most of us grew up with the TV droning somewhere in the background of our lives, and that TV was usually tuned in to a sitcom. Of course, much of my early life was spent reveling in sophisticated political humor, which was the favorite pastime of everyone in our trailer park. Like all of America, I lived my life tuned into television. I'm not ashamed. I don't need 12 steps to admit it. I got pregnant with Lucy. I went through menopause with Maud, which is unusual because I don't have children and I'm not 40 yet. As a matter of fact, it took me years to regain my own identity. When Rhoda Morgenstern got married, I wanted to get married. And then when she got divorced, I realized what a terrible mistake I almost made. I mean, I was only 12, and that was even young by neighborhood standards. But thanks to Rhoda, I understood the tragedy that might have been. But you know, there were certain kinds of sitcoms that we couldn't identify with. Like, we didn't know what to make of the Brady Bunch. For one thing, they had a dad and a maid. Now, we really loved the Partridge Family because the dad was gone and they lived on a bus. That we understood. TV has managed to deal with every major activity a person can have in his or her life. Birth, death, and all that stuff in between. So tonight, we're going to explore all of them. Then when we come back, we'll start at the very beginning. We'll start even before the beginning with the first important moment of our life that someone else gets to enjoy. Conception.
Coming up on TV Laugh.
It's great. Makes me want grits just standing here. You know what? I think Andy Griffith had the right idea. I mean, he was a single parent, and other single parents learned a lot from old Andy. That's why my mom used to park us in front of his TV show, throw us down a peanut butter jelly sandwich, and you know what? We got protein and morals in a half hour. You can't beat that.
Son, didn't you ever give anybody anything just for the pleasure of it? Something you didn't want anything in return for?
Sure, just yesterday I gave my friend Jimmy something.
Now, that's fine. What'd you give him?
A sock in the head.
I meant charity.
I didn't charge him nothing.
I meant something for the joy of giving.
I enjoyed it.
You know, I think we all learned some things this evening. Like, if you can't get a guy to marry you, beat him down and drag him to the altar as if it were your own private cave. If you look in the mirror and there's an old lady staring back at you, honey, you better make friends with her because she's going to be around for a while. And if you wait too long to tell your kids the facts of life, they'll end up telling them to you.
No problems here, Dad.
So you know what? Laugh while you can because the ride will be over before you know it and you won't have had any fun at all. And besides, the alternative can really ruin your makeup. And men, I'm talking to you. And this means good night. Thank you all very much.
ABC Wednesday, Ellen's in a pickle.
I just taped over. American Broadcasting Company, ABC.